Hey Sagittarius. Oof. You guys are feeling some type of way right now. Welcome to the channel. I am the Contemporary Mystic, or Susan. You can find me on Instagram at _contemporary mystic. I'm doing a whole separate video for like welcome, and I always have a poem for each astrology season, which I really love. That will also be up just so you get to know me more, but it's also just like my unique vibe, which you guys totally get. I always have a Sagittarius in my life, and one of my best friends, sister, if you will, is a Sagittarius, and so this reading is going to be, I already feel it, emotional, but also fun as you are. So with everything going on, there's freedom is obviously on your back burner, as it always is, but it's more of like you're learning something new in your own way of freedom right now, because as the philosophers of the group, as the truth seekers of the group, or the ones who want the truth or direct the truth, you're learning, you've known something too, but your sense of play can make you think like it's getting in the way, but that sense of play is something you absolutely need and what we need to see of you, because it's this playful bluntness that you have that can strike chords with people. Like, it's not that you say something in a nonchalant way, that's more of a Libra thing, but it's this, I always say it's this je ne sais quoi that you guys have about each other, and pardon my French because I'm not fluent or anything, though you guys have this way about you, and when someone knows you, even if someone doesn't know you, they get to know you in a certain way. Interesting. First out is Five of Cups, Ace of Swords, letting go of some things, moving on. Then Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. We're going to keep those ones up there. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. A lot of you are moving through, or have moved through, a sadness that now it's like you're seeing it in a way where it not only affects you, but it's a similar thing that affects a lot of people around you. And you see how I'm like moving. You might be a little uncomfortable with where that has put you mentally, like it's put you into a place that, again, the freedom, like you're holding something together, holding yourself together possibly, because you're ready. That Ace of Wands moment is coming through. It's like, if it's not already here for you, it's coming through now, and it's coming through for the rest of the year, especially, where you are seeing yourself in a way that is taking the reins of your own life. Not only taking the reins, but you're cutting off the reins. Because the worth for you, where this lives for you, and where you're putting your energy, what you're putting your energy into for the next few years especially, is this sense of looking up. Even when the winds want to bring you down, even when it can get really hard, this warrior aspect of you is so crystal clear blue at this point, and you're gonna get clear, and it's possibly a partner in your life, possibly a very strong, powerful partner who has shown you this. Just gonna hold these ones up. I'm also gonna take the Queen of Wands out. but it's also, you've shown it to yourself, and you deserve more control over your life. You have to make those steps and use that creativity. It's going to come out only the way that you can do it. There's a freedom that comes with committing to this part of yourself. I remember a while ago, I said that to someone. I did a reading for someone, and it's something that as a Libra I can know so well of. I commit and I have discipline. It's not always to the best thing, or in the past it hasn't always been to the thing that's actually important to commit to. And that's what I'm saying to you here. You're committing to a whole yourself in a way where, and I was just with my Sag sister yesterday, so it's exactly like how she said it, and I hope she sees this. Hi, Tina. I love you. She's becoming more Sag-like. She's becoming more the sun sign the sun sign that opens up and sees the world in a way where we need to see the world the way that you think about it, and especially the way that you're changing, especially in the way that you have changed. And there's so much built upon it. You've been building this for a while, and even though if it's money that's short or whatever that you're feeling, you have the power to create that. You have the power to go the distance right now. It's not about how fast you can say the thing, how quick you can go the place. Remember, it's the distance. You're going the distance now. I feel like this 10 of Pentacles is going to be a really big theme. You're going the distance because you're going there for you and for how you want to see yourself. How you see yourself living your life. How you want to create this life with someone. And you're leaving behind being stuck and burning out so quickly that you forget who you are. Even if it's just for like a moment or a day. And I know how sharp that is, but it's, you know it. You know that that's something that you do because you see things in such a perspective that when it becomes crystal clear to you, sometimes you don't make the necessary step in that moment. So this part of you that's become disciplined to yourself in a way that's like disciplined to how you bring things to the table, how you bring things to life. This is going to create so much more of an ability to create the life that you see for yourself, and your words, you're going to be able to speak them a little bit more. But most importantly, you're going to begin to just create them in the way that you do it, in the way that you allow for the process to unfold. I know so many Sagittariuses, like so many. A lot of them are family members. I have a very big family on both sides of my parents, and you see things in a way and you say them so matter-of-factly sometimes, that someone might not understand what you were saying, and even though it's so blunt and it can be so clear and so well-rounded seen, so it's just this, dart, that it can take a while for people around you to understand. But right now you're going to be understood, especially by the ones that see you this way. And it's not going to be hard for you anymore to leave behind what you need to leave behind. You're putting this in the past now because it just simply isn't worth it. You've never been one who needed to explain themselves really, and you don't need to start now. You need to just start saying what you want out loud to the people who are listening, and then just start creating, and then things come to you differently. like a good tune. It's this freedom to know that the way that you direct your life right now, you're going to be able to really put in your bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. When you learn how to take your ideas and move them forward, when you learn how to take your philosophy of who you are and your nature and bring it and put it out there, because it's so important. The eclipses are going to be going into your sign in Gemini, so next year it'll be even more important for you. You're going to be learning a lot, and it's like this leader comes out in you, this greater independent leader comes out in you, where you want to really move forward with how you feel and how you think, and you know where it's taking you now. It may not always show up like visually, but you know what it feels like, and you know what the power that you feel, the empowerment that you feel in this landscape of the world, even considering like where we're in right now, like where we're at right now with things. Your energy is needed because there's, again, this certain medicine that you can only bring that's both blunt, or all blunt and fierce and playful. It's a warrior. And you're leading and helping people. So you're seeing this, what you're doing with yourself is going to show other people things too, including even possibly your partner. Your partner is going to learn this from you, or a business partner. It's going to be a male or a very masculine figure in your life, especially if they want to learn from you, again. Because Sagittarius normally don't waste their time too much. It depends on the other aspects in your chart, I think, for sure. But Sagittarius just, do what they want, even if it's staying in their shit. So the leaving behind the things is really important for you, because it brings you to this. We're going to take these two and explain bottom of the deck. There's so much fuego. There's so much fire. By your season, you want to leave behind these things, because they will come out in a way that you don't want them to. And we'll get there when we get there. But they'll come out in ways that set you back. And it's not time to be set back. It's time to move forward and take what you've learned spiritually, what you've grown through any process that you've been moving through. It's your life really wants to take you forward now. And it's a very similar indication here of there's no room on this boat except for what's really important to you. And things will start rolling out for you. But it's important that you leave those things that keep you pulled down, because you need to fly. You need to go. You need to run. But only run, again, it's not running towards anything, actually. It's running with what you've learned. You can't drop that stuff either. You need to run with what you've learned and leave what just is too, for lack of a better word, like, it's like dumb. There's there's this sense of like, you need to just move, you just need to see the world as you see it, and these chains are going to break away, and you're moving forward and you see the world, and you like, it's like you're going and you have the archer, but the archer becomes a magic wand. It starts creating your life around you, and it's going to move rather quickly. But again, like, the more that you move forward and leave the emotional baggage of what's been happening the past, and again, 10's been coming up a lot, 6 to 10 years of your life, depending on who you are, you're now seeing yourself as you really are. You're now understanding what that takes, and you're like, meaning it takes more than like, you can't, it's like, okay, you can't put baby in a corner. Don't put baby in a corner. You're the after the fact Jennifer Grey or baby. You're after the fact baby. Like, move forward with your, oh man, what's his name? Oh, I don't even remember. That's really bad. Patrick Swayze. Move forward with your Patrick Swayze. Like, whatever that is, if that's actually, he's like the culmination of your life. Everything in your life. Move forward with him. So I'm going to say this in every video. I don't have a thingy to help me out and hold my thing yet, so my phone. So it's just going to be this way for now. So just hold your comments, please. So funny how my phone just like fell after that for some reason. Whatever. So don't put baby in a corner, right? Don't put baby in a corner. Bottom of the deck is 10 of Wands. So these 3 cards are really important at the top because, again, like you, they're blunt, they're obvious, and it's very telling. Whatever's kept you from making your moves needed you to see how needed this time in Scorpio season to show you how much you're really worth, and seeing all that you really are from what's reflected to you, but like most likely, though mostly the way that you see the world is how you are yourself. So seeing it in this huge broad way that you do becomes very clear to you, especially now after Mercury's gone direct, but in a couple of weeks it'll be even more clear. And by your season, you want to be clear so you can move forward completely without any strings. You don't want to be no strings. None. And meaning emotional ties, all the ties. And these are important because this that you see here is you building in your building blocks of your life, the discipline and knowing that, you know, this might not be the exact life that you want, but if you take this and put it into how you feel, it is the life that you want. It's prosperity, it's abundance, it's someone who sees you, someone who wants to learn from you just as much as you learn from them. And this life that you're building together is this equal thing, or this business partnership, or this power that you feel in yourself to take your creative endeavors and really move forward with them. Because you see it now, you're visualizing it, you see it in yourself, you see it in the world. And that power of thought is important because it's taking you on a longer ride than you normally go on. Like, you've had those short bursts of luck, you know, Jupiter being your ruling planet, you've had your short bursts of luck, and seeing what happens when you put out who you are out there, put your words out there, how you feel, how you think. That really, so Sagittarius to me are the most emotional of the fire signs. It's all within the realm of going about how you feel, what your thoughts are telling you. Your ideas have been very well thought out, and you've put a lot of feeling and energy into those ideas, and you thought that not moving on them might have brought you to this place right here, that stuck place. But this is really just what's been the Uranus and Taurus retrograde. This is what this has been. Or it's since Taurus season, you felt stuck, but it's not this stuck. You've just needed to see what you need to leave behind. And nothing's bad. There's no reason. There might be your own reasons of wanting to leave this, but it's only because you know what you're capable of now. This was just showing you what wasn't blooming. What was blooming may have not been a lot, but it was potent. So now it's going to bloom even more. There's more yet to be seen. There's more for you to do. So much freedom. So much spirit. Like when a Sag gets focused, that Archer focuses, and that bow is fired up, no one else can fire up life like you do. It's like a whole movement starting to happen. And it may not be this huge stadium at first or stadium experience, but it feels like one anyway, because it's you. And you're taking all that you've learned and you're putting it into your life. And again, it's going to be like having that magic wand of it's unfolding. The only thing that can keep you down is the cycle repeating. And it's not going to repeat anymore. You're kind of been done with it. Maybe since the full moon last weekend too, you've realized like oh, I get it. It's nothing personal at all, actually, because Sagittarius can tend to take certain things personal. It's actually not that personal. It's just like, I know who I am, and I know that I don't have to explain myself in this way, which you never really have to. If you're a Sag that ends up explaining themselves too much, it can end up being just, could turn into more of a wildfire. You know what I mean? So like this cutoff and this movement forward is so clean and it's so clear to you. Scorpio season makes it very clear to you so that you can move forward in your life with purpose, action, momentum, so much momentum. So when it's your season, you just get to have fun, but you have fun doing everything you want to do, because that's what Sagittarius like to do. Exactly what they want, have fun with the people they want around. And can't travel right now, so it's important for you to find ways to fulfill that for yourself too. New adventures. It's time. I love you, Sag. Sagittariuses are always in my life. Y'all the homies.